Good morning, Wilson. Today is Monday, December 12th, 2016. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
And this is your News in Minutes. Golden State Warriors guard Klay Thompson had a career-high 60 points in just 29 minutes of play in the Warriors game against the Indiana Pacers. Thompson states that he thought he could have scored 80 points if he had played in the fourth period. The Warriors defeated the Pacers 142-108. Carolina Panthers starting quarterback Cam Newton had to sit out the first drive for the Panthers in a recent game due to a dress code violation. Newton failed to wear a tie during a plane ride that took the team to their next game. Backup quarterback Derek Anderson started the game and threw an interception on the first play. Newton then came into the game on the next drive.
The Everton football team is looking to sign both Memphis Depay and Morgan Schneiderlin, who currently play for Manchester United. The signing is scheduled to happen in January in hopes of bolstering the Everton squad. President-elect Donald Trump has canceled a deal with the plane company Boeing. Boeing was in line to manufacture a new presidential aircraft along with the Air Force One support jets. The estimate for this project, $4 billion. President-elect Donald Trump felt that this was a ridiculous amount of money to pay that could be used elsewhere.
Easton police are on the hunt for a man who was accused of assaulting a woman last Sunday. It happened around 1 o'clock in the morning on Northampton Street. The victim states that the attacker looked as if he was in his late 20s, early 30s. The man was wearing a black hoodie and black beanie at the time of the attack. Anyone with information regarding this incident should contact the Easton Police Department. A fire happened last Saturday afternoon in Forks Township townhouse. It was caused by an unattended stove. No one was home when the firefighters arrived, but a pot was cooking on the stove. No one was injured, and the surrounding buildings were untouched.
Women now have Obama support to join the Selective Service in the White House. Barriers are continuing to be removed for military service. And one of the bigger steps is giving women a chance to join the Selective Services as men can. The White House had been neutral on the idea of women joining for a while, but the opinion swayed and now gives them more of the same freedoms as men have to join specific programs in the military. The position is open to any woman qualified for the responsibility. A recent bill was passed that required women to also register for the draft. Opportunities in the military are opening up for women as they are becoming as qualified to do the jobs as men do.
A man was arrested and charged for assault with a rifle at a pizzeria in Washington, D.C. The Comet Ping Pong restaurant had a side story to it. Behind closed doors, a child sex operation was taking place. The restaurant was under police investigation when Edgar Madison, who had been following the investigation online, decided to take matters into his own hands. Japanese leader Shinzo Abe plans to be the first Japanese leader to visit Pearl Harbor. This visit will occur later this month when Shinzo Abe is scheduled to meet with President Obama.
A fire broke out in Oakland, California, becoming one of the deadliest blazes that the city has ever experienced. The fire took the lives of 36 people and took the fire department 52 hours to subdue. Investigators are still working to determine the cause of the blaze. Amazon unveiled their new grocery store concept to the public. The grocery store will sell food products but will not have any checkout lines. Customers will check in upon entering the store and will actually buy their products using their phones. This type of store will cut down on costs for the company, for they do not have to pay staff members or grocery stores.
Scientists always wondered how plants under the sea were living like plants that live on land. They found that there are underwater bees that actually pollinate the underwater plants. These sea creatures function just like honeybees, but are more like fish in terms of movement and looks. A 12-foot-long, 5-foot-in-diameter cylindrical object crashed into the village of Lone Keen in Burma, Asia. Villagers reported a loud boom and vibrations of the ground that woke them up. One villager examined the remains and thought it to be an engine of some sort. Government officials have yet to identify the object and have contacted experts to complete an investigation. Based upon recent reports, however, the government believes that the object is actually some sort of rocket booster or something that had been launched into space.
India police are investigating an incident that involves a United States tourist who was visiting New Delhi. The woman, who is in her mid-30s, reported tasting something off in her drink. Police believe that her drink was spiked and led to the woman being violated by a group of men. This is just one of 34,651 rape cases that were reported in India this year.
The owner of the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida, no longer wants to sell the nightclub to the city. Instead, club owner Barbara Palma wants to create a sanctuary of hope and let it serve as a place where people can visit and reflect on the events that happened there. And just a reminder, come out and support the boys basketball team, Peter, in their game against Palmerton tonight.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of News in Minutes.
Make sure you check back next week for the next episode.
And make sure to follow Warrior News on Instagram and Twitter at Warrior News 15. For now, that's all we have. I'm Peter Rivera.
And I'm Ryan O'Brien.
We'll see you
in a minute. We should.